Welcome students to the first video lecture in a series of lectures showing how to use Microsoft Word and Google Docs for our Computer Applications course. Please follow along and pause as much as you need to practice the concepts. This lesson is very introductory. I anticipate most of you will already know these skills, but I believe a review is always a good thing. Today's learning objectives, or the things I'll go over you with, are creating, saving, and closing a document, opening a previously saved document, selecting text, copying, cutting, and pasting text, and using the undo and redo buttons, and finally checking spelling and grammar. We'll do all of these in Microsoft Word first and then Google Docs. So hopefully everyone has Word installed on your computer that you're using. If not, you can see how it's done and then practice with Google Docs. So the next thing we'll need to do is open up Microsoft Word. And see, I don't have mine pinned to my desktop. You don't see the icon, or down here on my taskbar. So I'm going to click down here in my search and just type in Word, and it will come up. You could go the long way of looking through the windows, but it's much easier to search it. So I want to start a blank document. Creating a document was our first task to do today. Just like that. Click on the blank document and ready to start. So now I want to type a short essay. We'll just say computers are changing the world we live in at a rapid pace. All right, something's come up. I want to save my work and then close out. So in order to save it, if I try to close, it will prompt me to save, which is good. I do want to save it. So you can do it that way, or you can go over to File, Save As. You can choose the place by browsing where you want to put it on your computer, or if you have a flash drive or jump drive, it would be listed down here. You could choose to save it there. So I'm just going to put it in my documents, and it suggested my sentence as the name. We'll just call it that. Computers are changing the world. Save. Now it's saved on this computer. So I can close out and it will still be there. So now to open a previously saved document, again, I'll need to find Word by searching it. Come up, open it. And I can choose a blank document again, but that's not what I want to do. I want to work on this essay I was working on before. So it's over here in my recent pane. But if it wasn't, I could go into open other documents, and the whole list of them on this computer would be here. So here's our document. Clicked on it, and we're back open. All right, so the next thing we want to do is learn how to select text. So there's a couple different ways you can do this. Say I want to select the word changing. I can click behind changing and drag through and then let go of that click to select that text. Or I can double left click to select the word. Whatever word you double click on, it will select. Or say you want to select this whole sentence, triple click. It's a little bit faster, but say only part of your word was incorrect, you'll want to use the click and drag and let go of your click method to select your text. Okay, so if I want to copy something after I select it, so I click, drag through, I selected this whole sentence. I want to copy it, so I can right click on it and choose to copy it. So now it's in my copy, and now if I want to paste it, I right click again where I want to paste it at, and I have options. I can paste it by keeping this source as formatting. I can merge the formatting, say I'm putting it in a different document with a different font style. I can merge it into that new font style, or I can choose to keep text only. They're all three going to look the same because I'm putting it right in the same document, but there are choices in how we paste. So there, I pasted that exact same sentence. Okay, so now what if I want to cut it Again, select it, right click on that, and you can say cut. And then there it went. And I had somewhere else in this document, I'll enter a few times, and then I can right click and choose to paste it. Or I don't have to, it can just be deleted, but you do have that option with a cut that you wouldn't with just the delete or backspace buttons. Another thing you'll want to know is that right-clicking all the time to do your copy, cut, and paste is a pain. So if you want to copy something, Control plus the letter C. Control C, I copied live at a rapid pace. Right behind it, I can Control V as violin, paste it, Control V as many times as I wanted to. And Control X is to cut. So Control X is cut, Control C is copy, Control V is paste, all right there together on your keyboard. Those little tricks will make your work much faster. Okay, last thing I wanted to, nope, second to last thing is using the undo and redo buttons. So say I did something and I really messed it up, I want to undo. I can click this little arrow up here and it will undo my last action. Or this little arrow right next to it, I can choose all the way back and undo the previous, 9, 8, 7, however many actions I need to do. Okay, so I undid too far. I need to redo. So I can redo the stuff that I had before that I just undid. Those undo and redo arrows are super handy when you're trying to make, edit something and make it perfect. Finally, checking spelling and grammar. So let's do a new sentence here. Cats are friendly. Oh, it fixed it for me. It wouldn't let me make that error. And kind. All right, so now I can see I've got a misspelled word. There's something wrong with it because it has the green squiggles. So let's go up to Review tab and over to Spelling and Grammar. So over here on the edge, it gives me the suggestions for what they think I might be trying to spell. Of course, the right answer is on top, kind, but here's some other choices. So I can select kind, choose change, and it will be okay. So perhaps I spelled something wrong multiple times. Let's go up to the review, spelling and grammar. So here's obviously the right one. And instead of just changing this first one, I can say change all. Oh, and now it says it's a repeated word. So we can ignore those. But it changed dogs to the correct spelling every time. Make sure you use that spelling and grammar. It won't catch everything, but it will catch a good number of your errors. So always, always use that. And that is what I have to show you in Microsoft Word today. Next, we'll go over these same steps and ideas all in Google Docs. So from your Google homepage, you can see I'm signed in because there's my picture. I'll go to these Google Apps to create a new doc. So I can go here to Docs. It's probably going to have a list of things I have created already. But to start a new one, we just want to go up to blank. See here, we have an untitled document. So let's just go ahead and type a little sentence. Computers are changing our world. So we've created a document. Now, in order to save it, I don't have to do anything. Google saves it for me. It'll be out there. Right now, it will just be called Untitled Document. So it is a good idea to come in, rename it right away, and it will usually use the first few words that you put into your document as its name, which in this case is fine. So I'll let it be that. And it is saved in my Drive right now. This little folder allows me to move it to a different place in my Google. So I could choose any of these folders that I personally have, but right now in my Drive works for me, so I'm gonna leave it there. Or you can go back and put it in a shared drive or a starred drive. Those are all options. So we've saved it. Once I want to close it out, I can do that. I just hit X up here. I'm out of it. There's no prompt to save it, but now I'll need to get back into Chrome in a new tab and go back to my docs to reopen it. See up there, I could do a blank document, but here's the one I just started. Computers are changing. So we'll go ahead and open it by clicking on it. All right, to select text, copy, cut, and paste, it's the exact same thing as in Microsoft Word. You can either select text by clicking and dragging through, or double clicking to select a word, or triple clicking to select that whole section. And the copying, you can either select your text, right click on it, and go to copy, cut, or paste, or you can select your text, Control C for copy, Control V for paste, or Control X for cut. Again, those are just little tricks that make it much faster. Your keystrokes will significantly speed up your work and make it more efficient. All right, undo and redo buttons. They are over here, similar to the location of Word. Word was way up top. They're over here in your Google Docs. So I can undo my last actions. Notice there isn't an arrow to undo multiple actions right there. That's not a huge difference, but it's a little one. Or I can use this one to redo actions. And finally, checking spelling and grammar. In order to do the spelling and grammar check, first I better write something that's incorrect. They are, how about functional and useful parts of our lives. Okay, so now I have 3 words misspelled. To do spell check, we'll go up to Tools, Spelling and Grammar. And notice there is a shortcut for this as well. Control-Alt-X will take you to Spelling and Grammar check. So we will go there, change functional to functional, except, change useful to useful, except, and change lives to lives. We'll accept that. And now it says the document looks good. So again, no matter if you're in Google Docs or Microsoft Word, make sure to make good use of your spelling and grammar checks. Next, let's take a quick look at the assignment options for this week. This week, there are 4 pathways to choose your assignment from. All of these assignments will be a 5-paragraph essay, which has an introduction and conclusion. Your essay will need to be MLA formatted and use at least one credible source, which is cited with an in-text as well as a citation, as well as a proper works cited page. So your 4 pathways that you can choose from are agriculture, sports, careers, or government / political. And you can see here there's options. In your next short video will be on some writing specifics, how to do in-text citations, and making sure your works cited page is formatted correctly, all of your pages in MLA. So that's it for this lesson. Tune in to the lesson number 2 for some writing help.